AMECA just got an update that lets you rewrite its entire identity in seconds. Give it a new name, a new voice, a whole new personality, and it instantly becomes something else. China's Walker S2 charges itself and works non-stop without a single human touch. Leju Robotics is rolling out factory-ready bots backed by Tencent. And Hyundai is sending humanoids into real shipyards to do high-risk welding jobs. This is all happening right now, so let's talk about it. So AMECA from Engineered Arts just got a serious brain boost. You might know AMECA as that ultra-expressive humanoid robot with human-like facial movements that went viral for its creepy, real expressions. Well, now it's not just good at mimicking emotions, it's becoming useful. And I mean actually useful. Engineered Arts dropped a brand new system called ROS, not the open source version, but their own take. This ROS is short for Robot Operating System, and it turns AMECA into a digital employee. You can assign it a role, personality, language, even knowledge for a specific job, all through a browser, no coding needed. In a recent demo, Will Jackson, the founder of Engineered Arts, showed how simple it really is. You log into the Tritium account, access the ROS interface, and then customize everything. Want the robot to only speak French and be named Chloe? Done in seconds. Want her to be the greatest paint salesperson of all time? You literally just type that into the field. Add in a list of Dulux paint colors, activate computer vision, and next thing you know, Chloe is scanning the room, recognizing the lighting and materials, and confidently recommending paint shades like Sapphire Salute to brighten up the space, and she does it like she's been selling paint for years. That's the wild part. The interface has 5 main tabs: identity, languages, personality, knowledge, and abilities. Each one shapes the way AMECA acts and interacts. And again, no programming, it all happens in the browser. 1 second it's a tour guide, next it's a customer support agent. The speed and simplicity are what really stand out. Before this, making a humanoid robot act differently meant rewiring things, running code, hiring devs. Now it's literally drag, drop, and deploy. And the design's getting more flexible too. They now offer desktop versions of AMECA in black, white, or gray with the same expressive face and full functionality. Engineered Arts is making it accessible to businesses, museums, even schools, which honestly is a big deal because for the first time, humanoids are inching toward being practical, not just impressive. It's honestly wild how far AMECA has come. Remember when self-driving cars felt like science fiction in 2019? Today, over 400,000 Teslas drive themselves daily, and while no one was watching, AI adoption skyrocketed by 270%. Back then, using AI at work seemed absurd. Now, companies that use it report 15% higher productivity. McKinsey says AI will add $13 trillion to the global economy by 2030, but there's a catch. Over 375 million workers may have to switch careers entirely, and future jobs will demand serious AI skills. So here's the opportunity. This weekend, Outskill, the world's largest AI education platform, is hosting a 2-day AI Mastermind. It's 16 hours of hands-on training packed with real-world tools like Make.com, Claude, and Agentic Hub. You'll learn prompt engineering, build AI agents, automate tasks, use AI in Excel and slides, and even create AI-powered apps. Normally, this training costs $895, but I've partnered with Outskill to give away 1,000 seats completely free for the next 72 hours. Over 4 million people have already attended and seen massive growth. Some even launched profitable AI startups. And if you join both days, you'll get bonuses worth $5,000, a prompt Bible, a money-making roadmap, and a custom AI toolkit builder. Clear your schedule this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and lock in your seat using the link in the description. Join the WhatsApp group too for all updates. Don't miss this. All right, now back to AI robots. But this time we're heading to China, where things are getting seriously advanced. UB Tech just stepped way ahead of the curve with their latest robot, the Walker S2. Now, the big innovation here isn't how it talks or looks, it's how it keeps going. This is the first humanoid robot that swaps its own battery without human help. No cables, no charging ports, no downtime. It walks to a station, pops out the drained pack from its chest, docks it, grabs a fresh one, installs it, and walks off. Takes under 3 minutes, and it's been tested in live environments. NIO, Zeekr, and BYD factories are already running these bots during actual production hours. Now, the battery system itself is dual module. There's a primary and a failover battery. If the main one dies or malfunctions in the middle of a task, Walker S2 switches over to the backup without missing a beat. No reboot, no memory loss, nothing. On top of that, it doesn't always go for a battery swap. It calculates whether to swap or just plug in depending on the urgency of its current task. So if it's doing something critical, it'll swap. If it's in standby or doing low priority stuff, it might just dock and charge. This system is called dynamic energy management, and it's what allows the robot to operate nonstop, 24/7. What makes this possible on a larger scale is that UB Tech didn't go with custom locked-in battery tech. They built a standardized battery platform, so fleets of robots can all use the same battery modules. That makes it easier to scale operations without reinventing the wheel every time you expand to a new factory or warehouse. But there's another level to this. UB Tech has a cloud-based platform called BrainNet. It's a kind of orchestration system where multiple robots work together like a swarm. There's a super brain running in the cloud, and then each robot has its own sub-brain. The super brain handles big picture logic, scheduling, task distribution, optimizing routes. The sub-brains handle real-time movement, obstacle avoidance, local decisions, so these robots aren't just walking around bumping into each other. They're negotiating tasks and space in real time based on what's happening on the floor. It's all backed by some serious artificial intelligence infrastructure. The superbrain uses a massive multimodal reasoning model trained on real-world manufacturing data. Retrieval augmented generation helps it stay aware of the context and update plans dynamically. And on the robot itself, you've got transformer-based control, semantic SLAM for mapping and navigation, and agile manipulation so it can adjust its grip and motion based on the weight and shape of an object. And these robots don't shuffle or roll. The Walker S2 walks like an actual human with balance correction, adaptive step control, and proper gait mechanics. That makes it capable of moving through cluttered industrial environments, aligning with charging docks, or weaving through forklifts and human workers. UB Tech's goal is not just efficiency, it's autonomy. And it's being backed by major partners. In May this year, they teamed up with Huawei. That brings in telecom, 5th generation network, edge, artificial intelligence, and cloud support. All the infrastructure you need to take this from one factory to hundreds. Now, they're not the only Chinese company making moves. Leju Robotics, also out of China, has been steadily building their own line of humanoid robots. You might have seen their earlier robots like the Alos or Cuevo models. Recently, they introduced a smaller humanoid called Roban 2, built for everything from light to heavy factory work. The company's been around since 2016 and got major backing from Tencent, Shenzhen Capital, and Hongtai Fund. And they've even been recognized as a potential unicorn and were part of the Tencent and Microsoft Accelerator. What makes Leju interesting is their dual-track strategy. They're not just focused on research and development, but also on building a complete industrial service ecosystem. That includes 7 regional centers, multiple research and development hubs, and a couple of major manufacturing bases across China. Their robots are being used in education, medical, and home care scenarios, and they've even made appearances at big events like the Korea Winter Olympics and the Huawei Developer Conference. One of their recent highlights was the Cuovo robot, which integrates with Pangu's large artificial intelligence model to carry out warehouse tasks. There was even footage of the Cuovo moving totes at FAW's car factory. So while UB Tech is focusing on autonomy and battery logistics, Leju is building out modular platforms with specialized applications, more like adaptable workers for specific industries. Now let's shift focus to something a little more industrial. Hyundai's latest experiment in shipbuilding. They've teamed up with Leju Robotics from Germany to deploy humanoid robots in a shipyard setting, specifically the 4NE1 model. This robot is being tested to handle some of the most dangerous tasks out there, like high heat welding and heavy assembly work. And we're talking real world testing, not just lab simulations. Hyundai is setting up physical environments at their shipbuilding sites in South Korea to see how well these robots can adapt to chaotic, heavy duty workflows. The 4NE1 isn't just some generic humanoid, it's got adaptive learning capabilities and cognitive functions, which means it can be trained to handle new types of work. But for it to survive in a shipyard, it also needs seriously tough hardware. So part of the partnership is focused on reinforcing the robot's body, designing artificial intelligence-based control systems for high-precision welding, and developing custom welding tools that can be operated by robots. It's a full pipeline, from software to mechanics to training data. The first working prototype is expected by the end of 2026, with commercial use possibly kicking off in 2027. Now here's the kicker. Hyundai owns Boston Dynamics, the creators of the Atlas robot. So you'd think they'd just use Atlas, right? But apparently Atlas isn't ready yet to learn and adapt fast enough for this kind of work, which says a lot about how fast Leju Robotics is moving. Other companies like Persona Artificial Intelligence in the United States are also working on humanoid welding robots for Korean shipyards, so this whole area is about to heat up fast. And that's not a bad thing, because when you think about how dangerous, repetitive, and understaffed a lot of industrial work is, humanoid robots that can take over welding, heavy lifting, or inspection duties are more than just cool tech. They're solving real-world labor problems. So yeah, we're officially in a new phase now. The facial expressions and demo videos were just the start. These machines are learning fast, thinking better, charging on their own, and now they're showing up to work. So what do you think? Are we building helpers or something we won't be able to control for long? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.